Good morning, traders. This is Rick Majors here at Opteck.com. Welcome to today's daily market briefing. Now, here we are, Tuesday, 15th of the month of July. If you had viewed yesterday's daily market briefing, you heard about, obviously, that it was a quiet day. That, Monday usually is a relatively slower day on average than most of the other trading days in the week. But this one, just to recap for a second, we didn't have a lot going on. We only had one speech by ECB President Draghi that was of any real value to the market. It did set things a little bit better. He spoke a lot about more that this plan is not kind of a far-fetched idea. They want to create basically a stimulus program that's going to involve about 1.4 trillion euros to start getting the Eurozone economy really back on track. Right now, they're facing a very lopsided kind of system there, where you have countries like Germany who are doing very well on the overall, who are productive, who have good industry, who have a good population that is employed and has good salaries, and products there are not overpriced, and there isn't a lot of inflation. And then you go to places like Spain and Italy, where you have large amounts of unemployment, a not well-functioning infrastructure for economy. And then you go back to places like France, which are kind of doing so-so. So the whole idea there is to kind of even things out and really get the Eurozone economy on a standard level, to push it back out of areas that are still really kind of still just getting out of the recession, and equalize them with ones that have succeeded so far in recovering. This plan looks pretty good so far. One of the things that he really mentioned there is that this is not going to be simply just another chance for banks to make a lot of money off of a government trying to help its population, or a bank trying to help a population in terms of stimulus, which it was kind of in the last couple of rounds of stimulus funding that happened. It's going to be more of an opportunity for economies to start really pushing themselves forward. And that gives a lot of hope to people, but we'll see how that's implemented in the next couple of weeks. Now, today we have a lot of stuff going on. Just to recap, so far we've had the CPI on the British pound. All right, came out a little bit negative, but the rest of things, the RPI, the core CPI, HPI, and the PPI output, everything except for the PPI came out positive as well. So we had on the charts kind of a bit of a volatility spike there with some fluctuation, and now it's sort of continuing in a bullish direction for at least the next couple of minutes, but we'll see how that plays out. On the overall, I have some high hopes for what we're going to be seeing today with the Bank of England Governor Carney's speech coming up now, and we should be hearing it in just about the next 15 minutes. They're still setting up, as from what I saw on Bloomberg TV. Now, other than that, again, we had the German ZEW economic sentiment, came out at 27.1 after a forecast of 28. That is a bit of a contraction. That means, again, that even in places like Germany, which I said previously were some of the leaders in the Eurozone economy, they are also facing contractions on, or not a regular basis, but they do try to grow. You see them making pretty considerable steps towards growth, especially from what they were a couple of years ago. And now, even now, they're experiencing contractions periodically. What we have coming up basically next is the core retail sales and the retail sales on the US dollar. These ones are looking to become a lot better than usual. Retail sales are, with a forecast of 0.5 after a previous of 0.1, you're really expecting some serious growth here. So that's a very good thing to see for the US dollar. And then at 3 p.m. GMT, we have Federal Chair Janet Yellen is going to be testifying. This one is really simply about the fact that, hey, look, we're doing great. We can do a lot better. Unemployment in the United States has reached near 6-year low. However, the statistics they're saying now are a bit skewed. And Janet's saying the same thing, basically, not doing the usual cheerleading, but saying, look, we have a lot of people who are employed, but we also have a lot of people who are part-time employed, a lot of discouraged workers, a lot of people who are within the unemployment percentage that are discouraged from going back to work, also who have been out of work for a long time, and we're not really tapping into that pool of resource. That's still, if you look at it that way, there's 15-20 million people there. So it's still a very big issue to deal with. And the other thing that she's going to be talking about is in dealing with the United States overall, its deficit, what they're planning to do, how inflation is going to work, interest rates, in terms of what the Fed wants right now is to keep them around zero, not really to raise them too much right now because they want wages to increase. They want overall personal income to increase across the country, and then once they see that people are making more money, then they can talk about things like interest rates and inflation. Last things after that, of course, you have Empire State Manufacturing Index with the import prices as well. Everything except for the Empire State Manufacturing is looking to go up today, so we should be seeing a very, very strong dollar by the end of the trading day today. And we have business inventories as well, which is not forecasted to change. The New Zealand dollar CPI, however, is set to go up around 11:45 p.m. So if you are on our Asiatic market trading hours, it's a perfect opportunity for you to get in some good trades on a usually low volatile period. Okay, guys, that's all I had for today's daily market briefing. Thanks so much for coming in and listening. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact me at rick.majors.opteck or rick.majors@opteck.com via email. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe at the bottom of the page to stay tuned with us Monday through Thursday at 9 to 9:30 a.m. GMT. And as usual, from Opteck.com, this is Rick Majors saying to you, have a happy trading day.